Okay, it's time for the first stretch and fold with your dough. So I'm going to angle this down so you can see what's going on. So as you see, my bowl here I covered with a kitchen towel, and I'm going to remove the kitchen towel, and this is what my dough looks like. I'm going to wet my hands. You do want to wet your hands, so I have a small bowl of water off to the side here. I'm just going to dip my fingers in the bowl of water to get my hands wet, because if you don't wet your hands, the dough is going to stick to your hands like a lot, and you want them wet so the dough is nice and slippery. So a stretch and fold, what you're going to do is you're going to take like a chunk of it on one side, and you're going to stretch it up and fold it over the other side. And then I turn the bowl, and then you're going to do that with the other side. Grab it, stretch it up, fold it over to the side. And you're going to do, grab another side, and you're going to stretch it up and fold it over. And then I turn the bowl again, and you're going to grab it from here, and you're going to stretch it up and fold it. That was 4 stretch and folds. That's actually what you're going to do for the next, over the course of the next 2 hours, like 4 to 6 stretch and folds. But the first set of stretch and folds, the one that's right now, should actually be 20 sets of stretch and folds. So I'm already starting to get some dough sticking to my fingers, so I just dip them in my little bowl of water again. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab from each of the other, like the corners now, not like the sides. So I'm going to grab from this corner, and then like the diagonal corners, you know, this corner. So that's, so I keep grabbing from all the diagonal corners. That's 4 plus 4 is 8 stretch and folds. You want to do somewhere between 20 and 25 stretch and folds in the first set, according to the recipe. And it's already getting kind of strong. So the idea with a stretch and fold is you're strengthening your. So that was 8 total, and we want a total of 20. So again, I'm going to keep wetting my hands with my little bowl of water off to the side, so the dough doesn't end up sticking to my hands more. Okay. So then here, grab another section, stretch it up. It's going to get harder to stretch now because it has more strength, which means it's like really strong. But just keep grabbing corners, edges, stretching them up and over, and folding them over. So it's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, you can go up to 25 just to make sure you definitely have the strength. If you feel any extra like hard clumps, if your dough wasn't super stirred, or if you still have some little salt crystals in there, if you used coarse salt and you didn't grind it fine enough like I did. 21. And you want to make sure not to tear your dough. See, I actually folded a little too rough there, and some of my dough is tearing. That's not good, but you know, it happens. The idea with these stretch and folds is that you are essentially turning the dough inside out. What was that, 21? 22? 23? 24? 25. Now, I don't know if it matters if you flip it seam side down, but I do, just because what I folded, I want it to like stay together. Because if I just take my hands away now, where I folded, it'll just start to like unfold. So that is the stretch and fold. And we'll come back in about 15 minutes and do just the 4 stretch and folds. So that was the first stretch and fold, 20 to 25. Okay, see you in about 15 minutes. How do I end this? Let's see. My hands are doughy. I'm trying to click end video.